They're gonna see a tiny table. They're gonna see some pimps.
You're gonna see some drinks.
They're gonna see some pimps.
All right.
And they're gonna see a laptop and two people talking. And this whole podcast, Tiny Table Podcast, is all about just people just regularly talking. I feel like there's a gap in the market between conversations that need to be had within circles that aren't necessarily so well known or like famous. So obviously there's like Joe Rogan, famous people go and sit down there. The Breakfast Club, there's lots of podcasts that get a lot of attention, and then the Shade Room picks it up. But I think like the day-to-day folks, the regular civilians in the community, the day-to-day, who do they listen to? Who do they talk to? Where can you go and just express your feelings? How do you know the best way to communicate? How do you know like who's actually checking in on you? How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm Jake, by the way, for people who don't know. Adam's housemate, one of his oldest friends, I would say.
You family, bro.
Family.
You family.
Family. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm in a privileged position to be here on the first episode of Tiny Table. Thank you for having me first.
This is, and I picked you for a good reason. You're recently turned, not recently. How many years now? 2 years?
2 years. 2 years in August. So 2 years coming up.
2 years vegan. You're privileged enough to be in a position where you can travel the world because of your work.
Yeah.
And as a result, you decided to start a vegan channel, right?
I did.
Yeah. Why? When before you even like got there, why did you even turn vegan in the first place?
Cliche. Watch some documentaries.
Okay, you fell into
Netflix.
You fell into it.
Yeah. Okay. Cowspiracy. What the health? Saw some documentaries, and I was genuinely moved by what I saw, and was like, look, I don't want to do it anymore. And I lasted, as you know, like 2 weeks when I first went vegan, and then we ended up in some barbecue restaurant and
Bodines. Can you please do the Bodines? I gotta put look if I can find that clip of you doing the Bodines dance.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I still have it. I'm gonna try and put it in here.
That was bad times.
That was amazing.
That was bad times.
Because you were vegan for like 3 months, right?
No, that time I was vegan for like 2 weeks. That time I was vegan for 2 weeks, and then we went to Bodines, and then everything went to hell. And then the next time I tried to go vegan, I was vegan for 3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months.
And I went vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, and then I regressed all the way back to eating meat. And then
this is when we used to go and have the cheat meal and get the KFC.
Exactly.
Remember we used to have a whole table, which is a bucket. We got a bucket. Would you get a bucket each? We used to get like a bucket, maybe like a bucket family size or something, and then we just laid out, and that was our cheat meal.
Yeah.
Man. Good times.
But no more. Unless it's vegan KFC, which might be a thing. No,
vegan KFC?
No, it's vegan Burger King. That's what's coming to the UK.
Somebody told me yesterday that Sweden is gonna have the first McVegan burger.
Really?
Yeah.
McVegan.
Yeah.
There's this whole debate now going on in the vegan community. Well, not now, but it's kind of like always going on because. You have some vegans who don't want to support companies like McDonald's, Subway, Burger King because obviously they're not truly vegan.
Right.
And then you have others who are like, it's fine because they have vegan options.
Right.
So are you like are you okay to eat a vegan option at a place which is non-vegan? It's kind of the thing, you know.
Okay.
And some vegans have their opinion on something else, and others have like another opinion. Personally, I think if it's a vegan option, then I don't see the harm.
Yeah.
You know, I get the overall philosophy, but then you're really like, I don't know, you're putting yourself in a box.
What I find amazing is how powerful the community is. Like, they put the paws on these huge corporations and they make them bend over backwards for them. Like,
do they?
Are you kidding me?
Do vegans?
I mean, obviously, it's like you can look at it both sides. Obviously, it makes commercial sense to provide. It's another market from the corporation side. Yeah. But is there any morals here? Where do you sort of stick to your gun and say, hey, this is what I'm about? Because remember, McDonald's first. I think, somebody said McDonald's at first used to only do that. Yeah, in fact, Bill Burr, shout out to Bill Burr. He said in one of these stand-up, he said McDonald's used to have burgers only. They were known for just burgers. And then fat people came and said, there's no salad. The reason why I'm overweight.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's because of the fact that there's no salad here.
Yeah.
And then they were like, all right. Then everybody came and was like, I want breakfast all day.
Yeah.
And then everybody came. So it's like, you stick to your guns. Where's
Have you ever bought a salad at McDonald's?
Hell no. Who does that?
I don't know who buys salads at McDonald's, to be honest.
Man.
But they have to have it, don't they?
Yeah.
They have to have it.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
So then, do you now that you've like changed your lifestyle vegan, you've seen the documentary, you're now kind of seasoned, you suddenly kind of like settle in.
Yeah.
It's no longer that difficult for you, right?
No.
What are some of the biggest challenges, and why did you create GreenMilesTV?
Okay, so for those who don't know, I have a separate Instagram account called GreenMilesTV, which is basically me. Whenever I go on holiday or whenever I travel, I find vegan places and film them just because I want to show people that you can still have a good time on holiday if you're vegan. You can still find places. And I did this because I've always been told the complete opposite. It's hard to find vegan places overseas. Right. And then, like you say, like I travel a lot for work and it's bullshit. Like there's vegan places everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere. So, yeah. I don't know. I felt like compelled to do it. And I've been doing it now for a year or so. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some places where it is difficult, right? I mean, like I just came back from Cannes Film Festival, and the French hate vegans. This is a fact. Like they dislike vegans. There are hardly any options. Yeah. Like they have organic supermarkets and stuff like that. So if you want to. So technically, if you were living there, you could live as a vegan if you were cooking your own food, and you'd be fine. But if you're there for work and you have like client dinners and stuff like that, and you have to go to restaurants, good luck. Like may the force be with you, because like I really struggled. They put cheese on everything, even in the menu where it says no cheese, they still bring out shit with cheese.
Wait, it says no cheese and they still bring out cheese?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That's news to me.
Tough.
That don't sound like. You got the order wrong, surely.
No, because it says in the menu, it says like...
No cheese.
It won't have cheese listed in the description of items.
So how's Green Miles now like tackling that? If it is at all. Like how do you then go specifically have to do the legwork and then you find places where they actually... Like little gems in Cannes? Like have you got any gems?
Yeah, so there's like an app called Happy Cow, you put it in.
Right.
It's not a great app. I could probably design something better.
Okay. Hey.
But
if there is a gap, there's a gap.
Right. Yeah. But it's the only one on the market now, which is semi-working. So shout out to being first, right?
Okay.
But basically, it's like one of those geo-lock things. So you land in a new country, open up the app, shows you all the vegan places in the area. So there's like 2 or 3 vegan places. There's only so much falafel I can eat though, man. But there's falafel all day, every day at this place called. I'm gonna give this place a shout out. It's called Dr. Falafel.
Dr. Falafel.
The guy's really nice there too. So then you have this place.
Is he a doctor?
Nah, he's no doctor. But me and this guy know each other on a first name basis now, because obviously I'm there every single fucking day.
Yeah.
He's like, Jay, come in, take a seat. So, but he's cool. So there's that place, or there's this place called Al Shark, which is like a Lebanese place. I don't know. Limited is what I'm saying. Right. It's not like LA. LA is like vegan wet dream.
Yeah. Talk to us about LA.
Oh,
the Impossible Burger.
Oh my lord. The Impossible Burger is impossible. Like, have you had the Beyond Burger?
No, I haven't.
So the Beyond... Seriously? You haven't had the Beyond one either?
I don't think I have. I don't think I have. No. I don't think I have. I just came back from New York, and to be honest, I wasn't even focusing so much about where to go. I should have. Next time, I'll put it. You say they have one in Tesco now?
Man, yeah. So the Beyond Burger is okay. It's alright. It's a good replacement. But the Impossible Burger, that stuff is like vegan witchcraft. It doesn't make sense. Like you bite into it, it's got the juiciness of a burger. Yeah. It bleeds. It's crazy.
Wait a minute, is this the Impossible Burger, the lab created burger? This is where they go in the lab, take a stem cell, and then they grow it inside.
Not a stem cell. They take this thing called what's it called? It's called heme. So they extract this thing called heme from plants, and like when you bite into like a steak or like a burger, right?
Right.
Apparently, there's this like chemical reaction that happens in the body. So they found this molecule that you get from the meat. Yeah. You can also find it in plants, in like the roots or some shit like that. Man. And they extracted that, put it in this burger, and it affects the fucking chemistry in the brain or some shit. I'm gonna
try and put up a picture of these burgers. Yeah. So that people can see. Man, this is crazy. They got like tacos.
It's so good.
They got these burgers look. If that's actual real. Well, if anything, that's meat now. Ain't it? That's no longer
it's
a
not
plant.
meat because it's soy. right?
Is it?
Yeah, and they don't extract anything from the animal. It's from a plant, so it's still.
I'm thinking about something else. I might be thinking about something else.
There's no stem cell burger.
There is a stem cell burger.
Nah, they're working on a stem cell burger.
Is that?
But that's
it's not actually mass produced.
That's not out yet.
Because there was a documentary I seen, and they were talking about how you could take a stem cell, and in the lab you can create like 1,000 burgers from just like tiny little stem cell, and no animals are harmed. So if anything, you could argue.
I mean, yeah, I feel like if they start making stem cell burgers, I'd have to have a serious conversation with myself because I feel like.
Are you vegan after you have stem cell meat?
I don't know.
No, lab produced meat. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, because technically, the Impossible Burger is already a lab produced. Burger,
right.
So then the stem cell, if no animals are getting harmed, then I don't see too much of a problem with it.
So this that's my follow-up question.
View.
So like obviously we can talk about everybody, but we can talk about your reasons. So you're vegan for obviously health. I'm assuming health reasons.
Yeah.
Trying to help the environment, make sure that you contribute positive way.
Yeah.
You want to tell me what else? Like
Well, it's just 3 reasons. It's for the animals, for the environment, and for the body.
And for the body, okay. Yeah. But do you feel, because certain people will go as far as saying they're vegan because they don't believe morally that you should be eating animals. Period.
Yeah, I mean.
So I've heard examples. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. I heard examples where like people who used the lion has a short intestine because it's supposed to digest meat.
Oh yeah,
it has a longer intestine because they're not supposed to have meat. Period.
Yeah.
So just because you created the meat now in a lab doesn't mean.
Yeah, I mean,
does it break down different inside?
Look, man, everyone has their own like opinions and shit, right? And there is a lot of evidence and like research to back up why human beings don't need to eat meat.
Right.
But like our ancestors did eat meat. They didn't eat large amounts of meat. Mm-hmm. So my issue is not really with eating meat itself. It's with how the meat is being eaten now. Like I don't believe animals are supposed to live this conveyor belt level of existence where they're just born, bred, fattened, conveyor belt
of existence.
Yeah,
like linear.
Yeah, that's just it's kind of deep, man. And they're just born to live in, torture, pain, and captivity and die, like just so we can have bacon. Like that, I don't agree with. That's why, like when Joe Rogan,
shout out to Joe Rogan,
he goes out and like hunts his own, meat, right?
Yeah.
Personally, call it controversial. I don't really have too much of an issue with this.
Yeah.
Because I feel like.
Hold on now, they might come for you, GreenMilesTV.
That's fine. That's completely
GreenMilesTV, you might come for you now.
Hey, look.
They might come for you now. You be careful, my man. You want to make sure, the cameras is on,
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, look, everyone will have their own journey, right? But
I like that, though.
But Joe Rogan is the kind of person who clearly doesn't believe in the system of animal, captivity and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't buy into it.
Right.
So he goes out and hunts his own, right?
Yeah.
I can respect that personally.
Right.
He doesn't want to become a vegan, which would be my preferred option, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to go out and hunt. Fair enough. It's still sustainable, right? It's still sustainable.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think obviously not everybody can go out and fucking use a crossbow and go out and hunt some deer, right? But it's only some privileged people that can do that. But the fact is that he has decided to do this.
Yeah.
Instead of going to Tesco's and Sainsbury's and being involved in that conveyor belt way. So, I don't know.
Whew, wow. I mean, that's a hot take from GreenMilesTV. You heard it here first. If all your followers leave you, don't be coming for Tiny Tables podcast. Look, all we do is we keep it real out here. It's Tiny Tables, but tiny truths. No. Let me rephrase that. Tiny Tables, but big truths.
Big truths. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's people... I mean, as I said, like, the preferred way, I would say, is for people to go vegan. But not everybody can go vegan. It's not realistic.
Right. Right. No, I hear you.
Like, in a perfect world, everybody would go vegan in my eyes, but that's not realistic.
Right.
It's not. Right. Not everyone is going to do it. So then what are the alternatives,
Right.
So I mean, I used to be, and you know this, because, obviously, like, we're close, like,
Yeah.
I used to be, like, I used to come down hard on people who weren't vegan, like, you all this, and you're fucking that, and what about this, and what about that, and, because, like, when you first turn vegan, right, you feel like this, you feel this superiority, right, you just do. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm better than everybody, right?
That is so funny. That's so funny.
But you do feel it because it's like
you feel entitlement, like you're better than them.
Yeah, and in a way, I get it. I can understand it because it's like you are doing things for such good, noble reasons. And I do strongly believe that. Yeah. But at the same time, like no one is better than anybody, and I ate meat for 28 years, so it's very hypocritical. Yeah. And you know, not everybody can go vegan, so that's why when some people do like you do vegan weeks, that's great. That's a start. Yeah. Right. So I'm more empowering people to do that. To cut it down if you can't give it up completely. Yeah. Ade, for example, who's like another close friend of ours.
Shout out to Fatherless Podcast.
No doubt. You know, he messaged me the other day talking about how he has decided he's only going to eat free-range chicken and that's too expensive. So now his chicken consumption is going to be limited. Wow. He said, "Are you happy?" All right. I was like, "Look, man, it's a step in the right direction." Right. Right. So
classic Ade to be like, "Are you happy?" You know, the follow up. Like, are you happy though? I'm doing this for you and the environment. You own the environment. We sure. I know, right? I need to be looking after the environment as. No, that's hilarious. All right. Well, I'm curious to know. So I was having a conversation yesterday with somebody who is also vegan. A good friend of mine. She basically said that the reason why she's stuck with it, whilst you have so many different perspectives of why you should go vegan, is that the right diet for you? Certain people will die by it. Some people will say, I used to be vegan and now I'm no longer because it had an actual negative impact. I've had her stories before. I'm wondering, for you personally, when over the last couple of years, like from your health wise, you know, your skin, your energy, like your day to day, not eating meat, how has that changed, if at all? And how's that impacted you day to day?
I mean, energy for one. Yeah. Like I really do feel like I've had a lot more energy. Right. I wake up. Well, I say this, but see now I've just come back from Cannes, so like my sleeping schedule is fucked. Right. But before like film festivals and stuff like that, like my sleeping patterns are a lot better. Like I can wake up early in the morning. Yeah. The one I was always interested in, obviously, like you know, we go to the gym and stuff. And there's the whole thing about, you know, are you going to get enough protein on a vegan diet? Right. I mean, that's like, of course you can. Right. I mean, like, I get at least 120 grams a day of protein. Yeah. So that's been fine. I've gotten stronger. For me, the big one, though, is the energy. And also the fact that I feel that the longer you are vegan, the more and more, like, hippie-ish you kind of become, like because like I start to kind of have a real connection with what it is I'm eating, what it is I'm putting in my body. Like I start to notice these things more, right? And then it kind of goes on to bigger things, like what am I moisturizing my body with in terms of like chemicals and all this kind of shit. Now I make my own shit, right? So I just put together shea butter, coconut oil.
Shout out to tea tree, coconut butter,
some tea tree, and some what's the other one? And some lavender oil, right? And I just mix it up.
Oh, you hit it
put
first.
It in a tub, right? And it's completely organic. So then I don't know. I just feel like you start to like the longer you're vegan, the more you start to think about what it is you're putting in your body, what it is you're putting on your body. Right. You start to become, for want of a better word,
conscientious. Is that a word? Consensuous. No, consensuous. Is that a word?
The first one. Conscientious.
Conscientious.
Yeah. Or woke.
Hey, look, public school. Right? Public school education.
Let's just say woke.
Woke? No, I don't like woke. Is like the new basic though.
But that's the only thing I can say though, because you start to become aware. I guess you start to become more aware of these things. Yeah. No, I hear that. It's just like you in the Matrix.
Yeah. No, I mean, look. As long as it sounds like it has a positive impact.
It does.
So now I cannot be mad at that.
Yeah. You know. But then also I feel like it's, you know, when you're an example of this way of life, right? You know, other people, you draw people to you. Yeah. I find, you know, like people want to know, like,
it's like, a community, right?
Yeah. You know, like you meet people, but even some people who aren't in the community, it's like, well, so how long have you been vegan for? Oh, I tried it, blah blah. And you start talking to people, and you know, and I like that. I like talking to people about it.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's dope. GreenMilesTV is.
So when you turn vegan?
What am I turning? You know what's funny that you asked me, because I was actually talking to someone yesterday. I keep saying this, but I was genuinely having this conversation yesterday about stopping eating meat. So I don't know if you saw an Instagram post I posted 2 days ago. where I was at the park and there was a sausage I had, right?
Oh yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, that was the worst sausage I've had in my life. It's nothing worse than having junk food and it's not good. Because you already know it's not good for you.
Yeah.
But you at least want to, like, in the moment, you want to make sure.
Yeah.
The best way I compare it to is like you pay for sex and imagine the pussy trash.
It's trash.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, oh goddamn, this costs you £175 and bad nut. Like, it's like, yeah. So I'm like, I'm giving up prostitution. I'm no longer going for prostitution. Not that I have, and nothing against if you do, but yeah. But yeah, the funny thing is, I
you know what it is? It's convenience, though. That's the thing. It's convenience, and that's like, that's what annoys me about. Not annoys me, but that's the one step that we need to take. Like I need to be able to go home at 2:30 in the morning and see some vegan burger place or some shit like that, or see a vegan burger option. Or see a vegan late night option that isn't falafel or chips.
That sounds a little hypocritical.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because we last 5 minutes we were talking about how you now conscious about what you put on your body. We talked about how tea tree oil, like all this, like everything's broken down into positive, and you're like, now you're trying to be like the rest of us, the unhealthy, the
Dude, I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I mean, I'm not.
Shouldn't you be like? Shouldn't vegans have their own lane? Because some people might argue that. They might be like, all right, why are you trying to like, have your like your own lane, be healthy, be better than us. Keep riding on the high horse. Why are you out here trying to dabble?
Because vegans are humans. There's vegans.
So do you need to be alright? So you're saying
vegans don't need anything, but at the same time, it's want. Like it's like you want to live healthy, right?
Yeah.
You want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You want to eat healthy 7 days a week, but every once in a while, you also want pizza.
Right.
It's completely fine. Life's about balance, man.
Right.
You know. So whilst I'm like conscious of what I put in my body, I'm conscious that at some times I'm gonna slip up, right? No, it's just natural.
I respect that. I respect that.
So I mean, I'm nowhere near gonna like sit here and act like I fucking eat healthy all the time. That's just not true. You know, I like to think I eat healthy most of the time, which is fine.
Which you do,
right?
I can say that firsthand.
Okay.
You eat better than me. You know,
most of the time I eat healthy, right? Yeah. But every once in a while I'm gonna fuck up, man, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you don't like fall off the wagon and the fuck up is prolonged into like weeks and weeks of shit. But there's nothing wrong with every once in a while you want a pizza or a burger or anything like that. Anyone who tells you different is fucking hypocrite, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Okay, I respect that. I respect that.
Look at that. We got a friend called Nathaniel who is basically built like a Greek god. Oh, man. I mean, he is. The guy's got a great body, but at the end of the day, he will still, cheat every once in a while because balance. Everything is to do with balance, man.
Speaking of cheating, no, okay.
Whoa.
No, I did want to talk to you. I did want to talk to you about, this, obviously, this podcast is about positive vibes, good energy, mental health.
All day.
And how does that impact you? And I know that you are big on that as much as I am. You recently came back from Tony Robinson?
Yeah, Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins, yeah. And you did say that kind of, if anything, it gave you a lot more content to use in case you ever feel like you need to tap into this realm of possibilities, what you can become.
Yeah.
Right? Because you day to day you're surrounded by nature, society. You forget. You know what? You get used to. We're like creatures of habit, right? We're victims of repetition.
Yeah.
So when you kind of take yourself out.
Yeah.
We're victims of habit, right? We're victims of habit.
I don't say victim because sometimes habit is like a good thing. Like routine sometimes is a good thing.
But naturally, we tend to gravitate towards the negative things. That's easy. Mm-hmm. It's easy to go and just stuff yourself with cookies. Yeah, it's easy to just go every night and just get drunk.
Yeah,
it's easy to get fat. Bill Burr again keeps saying that. Bill Burr says it's easy to get fat. It's hard to make it.
He's right.
Run.
It is.
So I love the fact that you've taken time to invest in your mental health. You've taken time to work on yourself. So how would you say that's like change your take on life, how you approach people, your date, and then maybe you're like, I want to know if anything has that changed anything?
Man, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I would say, like, for those who don't know who Tony Robbins is, he's a
they must know who Tony Robbins is.
Some people don't, but
Google. Do you Google?
Yeah, Google this guy.
Tiny Table don't got time for tiny little questions.
You know what?
Google's people. Now, Tony,
no, that is true. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, then Google this guy, right?
For real. Google him.
I went to one of his seminars, and I was skeptical before I went, but it was amazing. It was kind of 4 days of not just motivation, because that's like so fleeting, it's such a fickle kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more about a mindset change.
Yeah.
You know, and giving you kind of tools to implement every single day, and to remind yourself that your physiology and your psychology is basically going to define what you do on a day-to-day, the way you carry yourself, the thoughts you have, and that we have all these kind of patterns and beliefs that we've developed over time,
right?
Which, you know, we kind of, like you said, we've fallen into, you know, and then because we've fallen into, that has become our reality, and it's about recognizing what they are and then trying to break the ones that don't work for you and create new patterns, right? So I think, like, the thing for me is I keep trying to tell myself, whenever I feel like I'm about to be a bit down or depressed, that I'm in a state right now.
Right.
And I can change my state like this. I can change it. I can change it, right?
Right.
And the way I do that is I change my physiology. I change my physiology. I can sit up. You know, I can change my psychology, like how I'm kind of looking at this issue. Because you can either look at it in a good way or a bad way. Everything's about perspective, right? And you can change it. You can really change it. So I keep trying to tell myself that. And I guess the other thing is just the energy I'm trying to have. You know, I'm trying to focus on things I want in a mature way. Yeah. You know, I think that's the big thing. And I'm especially trying to do this in my love life, in relationships. Right. You know, I'm especially trying to do it there. Yeah. Whereas, you know, I've had a lot of bad patterns before. And that's something I'm trying to change. But it's so, you know, you work on it. Yeah. You work on it.
And when because obviously you are able to change when you work on it, and on the day I see that. But how do you like find it helps you when you're talking to people, when you find yourself in stressful environments, when you find yourself with people maybe who don't think like that, who don't have the same moral standards as you?
I mean, I can't control how other people are gonna think, man. Yeah. I just have to control how I'm gonna react to them. Yeah. You know? And that's key. I think for real. I can't change people. Yeah. You know? So I don't you know, I used to worry a lot about, man, like, I don't know what this person's gonna think of me, especially with what I do for work. You know, like I meet a lot of different international people from all over the world. And, you know, sometimes I'm thinking, you know, me as this black guy, I'm sitting in front of this guy, you know, like, from South Korea or I don't know, Israel, blah blah blah. And, you know, like sometimes the mind starts to like overthink things, right? And I'm like, a little voice in your head. Yeah, you know, I'm like really bad when it comes to overthinking. I can overthink things so much to a point where I just like make what is it? Is it mountains out of molehills? Is that the expression? Yeah. You know, but it's unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. You know, and I just have to kind of center myself and just take it as face value and, you know, approach things in a positive way, and then. It doesn't mean it's always going to be good, but I control how I was going to handle that situation.
I mean, for those who don't know, I guess the reason why you kind of talked about the Korean, so you work in film.
Yeah, I do.
You're a film exec. Yeah. One of 4 in the UK who are black. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Man, that's amazing though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you're working at Bankside Films.
Yeah, Bankside. Shout out,
Bankside. And you get to travel a lot. So because you find yourself in Asia a lot. As a black man, you're conscious of like what the PR, what do they hear about black people? Did they watch Fox News all the time? Like,
I mean, I hope not. No, but that's facts, you know. I don't know. It's like sometimes the mind can go to the extreme. Yeah. And
so how have you overcome that? Because I know that was an issue we used to talk about. We'd say some of these guys, you know, they give you this sort of energy. Or like,
I mean, if I'm being honest, like a lot of it has to do with time. Like because when I first started, selling to these places, you know, I was like desperate to make a good impression. Right. Like, you know, I was over analyzing every single meeting I had and like whether they. You know, like whether the reason why I didn't close something was because I was black. This is just me. I'm not saying it was to do with them. It's just like me internalizing things, right? But then, you know, like I've like risen in the company. I'm experienced. People know who I am now. So I had this can, which was a few weeks ago, and I was telling myself before the can, this is gonna be a good can. I truly believed it was gonna be a good can.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm gonna smash this. It's gonna be great. And I just carried this energy into every single day. And look, I didn't. Some days obviously weren't as good as other days, but I just carried this energy into every single day. And this can is the best can I've ever had in terms of deals, in terms of networking. I'm not. Look, it could have been for a number of reasons, but I really do believe it starts with the mind.
Yeah,
I really do.
I really want to talk about that. So, prior you going to Cannes, a week before that, you specifically talked about positive energy, being like in this positive mindset, thinking and projecting good vibes, and as a result, it just sort of trickled into your career, your success that you've had over there. You said it was the best time. Like, talk to me. Like, where were you at mentally prior to that? What did you do different this time, and why do you think the results were so much better?
Well, I mean, the Tony Robbins thing was before, so that helped. So I was riding that wave, right? I was riding that wave, and then I don't know, man. I just because Tony really believes in kind of reinforcement, right? And mantras and stuff like that, and you know, sometimes sometimes when you hear that kind of stuff, you're like, oh, this is cheesy, like talking to yourself and stuff. But you know, I did it a couple of times where literally, right? But before I would go to work, right, I'd like look at myself in the mirror, like, you know what, man, today's gonna be a good day. And you've done
affirmations,
right?
Positive
affirmations. That's the word I was looking for.
Right.
Positive affirmations. So a couple of times I've been like, you know what, today's gonna be a good day, right? I've really felt that. I've left the house with a smile on my face. Yeah. And I don't know, I just believe it's not always gonna be the case, but I just believe, like, one, who's it gonna harm? Like, who's it gonna harm to just like to make yourself believe this every day? It's not gonna harm anyone. You're gonna have a better day. No. You know, like, what's the alternative? Oh God, it's Monday. Jesus Christ, gotta get out of bed, leave the house. Oh fuck. Oh, here we go. Jesus, like, what am I gaining from starting the day like this, right? So, you know. So I don't know. I did that for a couple of days, and then before Cannes, like, there was a lot of pressure at work, and I just kept on telling myself it was going to be a good Cannes.
Can we talk about that? And it just reminded me something that you said you had a little set. No, it wasn't a setback, but maybe there was a you didn't prepare. You underprepared for.
So basically, okay. So
do you want some more pimps?
Yeah.
I got you.
Let's get some more drink in here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay. We're gonna have to.
No. Believe we can pause if more alcohol is on the way. No, for those who don't know, we're drinking some Pims right now. The sun is shining, and we're about to drink some more Pims. Pims is a very underrated drink, I think. Though I think we might have put too much fruit and vegetables in there. By vegetables, I mean cucumber.
Too much fruit and vegetables.
True. 5 a day. 5 a day and some alcohol is what my mother used to say.
That rhymes. And if it rhymes, you know it's true.
You know it's true. There you go. Thank you, sir. Yes, so a week before Cannes, I had a call with this client, this buyer, who was interested in a film. And I specifically said to her before the call, because we were messaging, don't ask me any questions about the script because I'm not ready. Right. I'm still in prep for Cannes, so don't ask me any questions, right? And she's like, oh no, it's okay, cool. Then she called me and then proceeded to ask me all these fucking questions about it. And I just didn't know. I felt so woefully unprepared that I was like, nah, I can't be going to Cannes like this. Yeah. So then we had a day or something like that where we were chilling or something like that, and we had some plans or something like that. I was like, but nope, I'm sorry. I had to leave, go to the office, and basically
That's right.
spent the whole fucking night there. I was there till like 10 p.m. But it paid off because preparation. You know,
but it was a combination. Like, nobody's saying sit on your backside all day and just think positive thoughts and expect positive results.
Oh yeah,
nobody's saying that.
No one's saying that. No.
We're
you have to align that with work.
Marinate that with the marinate whatever good efforts that you've put in. Let that marinate in some positive energy, some positive sauce.
Amen.
All right, okay. So you done dip that in some positivity, and then flew over to Cannes, and man, that done paid off.
It paid off.
It done paid off. You came out, boom. You was like
Cannes
close
was
to like 700-800K. You know, offer is made, and then end of the day you're looking like that's exactly what you want. You kind of want that. And then sometimes, let me play devil's advocate. Sometimes you can have positive thoughts. So some people might argue, I woke up this morning and make up a Monday, and they do the work and dip it in some positive energy, like we say, and then yet the universe has different plans. How do you tackle that?
So then you got to there's this guy called Jocko.
Yeah.
Jocko Willink, right?
I have heard
Navy SEAL.
Instagram. Yeah, he's got Instagram.
I love this guy, man, because he everything is to do with perspective, right? So he has this whole thing where when bad things happen, because bad things are always going to happen,
right?
He says good, right? And then he will find a way to find the positive.
Okay.
Right? So he's like, what does he say? Got beat, good. So we learned. In fact, go onto YouTube now, right?
Yeah.
And play. Put in Jocko Willink, good, and just play that clip, and then you'll see what I mean.
I'm gonna hope that we can. This is like 2 minutes.
Yeah, just play like a little bit of it, just so they get some idea.
Let's see. I got the mic plugged in, so I don't know if it's gonna play.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna play.
What I'll do is we'll fix it on edit.
Okay.
I guess.
You can play off your phone. Or
all right, yeah. Let me play it off my phone. That's a good shot, actually. So Jocko got you inspired.
Yeah, and he's got an Instagram page, and he's an ex-Navy SEAL, very kind of hardcore dude.
Yeah.
But
how did you get on to him?
Tim Ferriss. Yeah.
Dope.
It's just podcasts.
Yeah.
Podcasts are the way.
All right, I got it. Support. It's one of my guys that worked for me. He would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on, and he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that and the other thing," and I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good." And finally one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, "I already know what you're going to say." And I said, "Well, what am I going to say?" He said, "You're going to say good." He said, "That's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good."
Check this.
And I said, "Well, yeah. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good.
Okay. What does that mean?
Oh, mission got canceled?
So
Should I stop?
Yeah. So he says, so he'll say didn't get promoted.
Right.
Good. More time to improve yourself.
So it's always your fault.
So yeah, his whole thing is extreme ownership, right?
Right.
Even when it's not your fault, see it as your fault. Unless it's really not your fault, but take ownership of things.
Right.
So if you
right.
didn't get a promotion,
I like that. Yeah.
If you didn't get a promotion, don't put it on other people.
Right.
Say how can you better yourself?
Right.
It's that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No.
'Cause then you can then you're in control.
Yeah.
This whole thing is just about being in control.
Man, that's such a
it's a good way to look at
frees
things.
you. It frees you from
Completely. That's exactly what he says. That it's freedom. It's freedom that way.
Man, that's beautiful. No, it's so hard though. It's it's so easy to say that.
Because it's not easy.
Somebody could
100%
absolutely piss you off. Somebody could. You're so quick to. The last person who's wrong. Somebody had this example. Say if you have two cars in the freeway, on the highway, who have an accident. There's two stories. Everybody tells you it's the other side's person's fault.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No one's ever going to tell you it's their fault.
Yeah.
So
apart from Jocko.
I guess Jocko is going to have high insurance.
he will tell you that it's his fault.
I hope Jocko has good insurance. Because insurance don't want to hear that.
True.
But yeah, if you're taking that approach to everything. So have you done that? Have you been doing that? When do you feel like that's freed you from something? Let's make an actual tangible example where you feel like you freed you from something. Because I'll give you an example. I had not so long ago at work. I was supposed to do part of my job is also to do recruitment, right? And sometimes recruitment things don't always go your way. And it's always easy to find a reason for everything and justify why something hasn't happened. And what that creates eventually, it goes down this sort of rabbit hole of oh, nothing's going well, and then first month you blank, then the next month you blank, and you go down this whole period of blanking. But then as soon as you start doing, when you get close to we used to call it the deal vibe, like what we call it the deal.
Deal breaker?
No, not a deal breaker. It's like when you're close to doing a deal, you just can't focus other than it's just like this positivity that's around. You know, when you get really excited. The butterflies. You got this deal butterflies, and you're like, and then the deal goes in, and now all of a sudden, even though it's wintertime, the grass is greener. You know, everybody, the girl who wasn't that cute in office, all of a sudden looks really good. Like, you know, the guy you didn't like so much is like your best friend. Y'all cheering and stuff. So it's just your perspective changes, right? Because you're so happy. And I think if anything, I can take that away and say, if you try to be in that place as much as you can, positivity creates more positivity, births more positivity, right? Surely.
Yeah.
How can you give me, like Will Smith is a great example. I love his positive. Like I feel like you need Will Smith in
if you're not following Will Smith, then
what are you doing?
You're missing
out
on
on
life.
The man
you're missing
is
out
just
on life. Yeah.
pure joy to watch, and you can just see he's just living his best life. And maybe, you know, some people might say, oh, it's all fake, it's all for the camera. Maybe.
I sometimes wonder that. But who cares? I mean, like,
exactly.
Who cares? But I sometimes wonder that.
But
who cares?
Even if it's fake, my argument is like, what's wrong with faking it till you become it?
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
totally.
What is wrong with that?
Yeah.
So if anything, I'm kind of feeling like that a little bit now. Like to say, I post like things that I feel maybe some people might find corny. Like just today, Tanda was like, "What's up with all these posts that you posted?" And I like to post certain positive energy.
Tanda's one of our friends.
Tanda's one of our friends. Yeah. And then I'm like, you know, that's just because I want to create this space for myself where constantly I'm just affirming things that are good, healthy, positive, and then people who then radiate towards you or like come towards you are going to be people with similar mindsets. If I'm constantly cussing people out on Instagram, who gonna come back at me? People gonna cuss me back. People gonna hate me, and it's just, you know, what do you do? What do you do? I had a very interesting question asked by an old friend too. She said, "Have you heard of the evil eye?"
Yes.
This is more of like a religious
kind of thing. It's like Kabbalah is like an evil eye.
Evil eye, yeah. So she was saying, what do you do when you're trying to live your best life? You're trying to be positive, you're trying to have good energy, but people around you are so set on giving you this hate, evil eye. Maybe not necessarily verbally, but just sort of like, you know, sort of. Do you think that can affect you?
When people are so set on like bringing you down,
bringing you down, you know, yeah. Do you think that?
Can of course, I think it can affect you.
And how do you overcome that?
I mean, it's what you choose to focus on. Energy goes where you focus on, right?
Yeah.
I fucked that up. What is it? Energy flows where focus. Focus goes where energy flows.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You know. So, but at the same time, you know, like we're human, man. Like, yeah, of course it can affect people.
Yeah.
You know, you have to steel yourself.
Yeah.
And try for it to not affect you, but
yeah.
But you're working it like a muscle, right?
But you have people, for example, who have one video go viral that doesn't necessarily reflect who they are really, but all of a sudden now that's the impression that people have.
Person.
Yeah, there's that person. You might have one thing at work, like an embarrassing event, and now all of a sudden you're that person.
It's true.
So how do you then talk to, I'd like to, hopefully people who listen to this are going to have from different backgrounds, different stories. Everybody has their own story. How can you relate to someone like that and say, hey, just be positive? For them, they're going to be like, I've been trying to be positive, but look, everybody is giving me this type of energy. How do you overcome that?
Bro.
Have you ever had something like that happen to you? Like, have you ever had a situation where, you've had some bad energy from people and...
Or people like saw me as this one thing?
Which wasn't necessarily true as growing up or at school? In school?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, because I did like a period of my school in Barbados.
Yeah.
So I got called like English for a while, but obviously I was English, so that was fine, right?
Yeah.
Not really, to be honest.
No.
Not really. I was never really like bullied or teased or anything like that.
Yeah.
And listen, it's tough, man. I mean, it's hard to say, like, I tell you what they should do, right? It's gonna sound a little controversial, but this is more for like people who. Alright, this is more for people who are bullied rather than anything else.
You've got to be careful when you say that though, because some people might say if you're not bullied, you don't know what it's like to be bullied. Some people might say that,
which is fair. But I think everyone who, so I always tell myself, right, Again, this is just me. Right? If I was a parent
Yeah.
and I had a kid, all my kids are doing jujitsu. All my kids are doing jujitsu.
Yeah.
Right? Not to use.
Right.
But if they were bullied.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And it got to some point where, say my kid was like, look, I'm gonna need you to stop talking to me like this, right?
Right.
That if a bully put their hands on my kid, my kid would have tools,
right,
to basically
defend themselves.
I
hear you 100%.
And jiu-jitsu is good because not only can you defend yourself, you can embarrass people. Really, like you can put someone in a hold.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they have to tap out.
Yeah.
I bet you that person will ever bully you again.
Facts.
Right? Because jiu-jitsu is transfer of power.
Facts.
In the most amazing way that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right.
And you've been.
I just got off onto a tangent.
You've been doing this is Tangent City.
Yeah, I know. I just got off onto a complete tangent right now.
But you've been doing BJJ for a while. Speak on it.
I did it for a while.
It makes sense. Speak on it.
Yeah, I did it for a while.
Yeah.
I need to go back and do it because I've not done it for a couple months now.
Yeah.
But the jiu-jitsu is amazing because it's not about how big you are or how tough you are. It's about technique.
Yeah.
And once you get someone into a hole, I don't care how big and strong you are, like you're gonna tap.
Yeah.
Right. So that's on a complete tangent. But if it's like someone who, like you said, has gone viral in the office place.
Yeah.
Oh shit! We interrupt this podcast for a commercial break. No, but if it's someone in the office who has become this person,
right,
and doesn't want to become this person anymore, then surely the person has to speak up, right? It's easier said than done,
right?
But surely the person would have to speak up and be like, "Look, this is not who I am."
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That person can't walk around and just be positive and think it's gonna go away. Like, you're gonna have to
lean into it.
You're gonna have to
lean into your cons and turn them into pros.
Yeah. Or just like speak up on it. Hey, look, this ain't me. I don't want to be called this anymore.
Yeah.
Just
or
nip it in the bud.
Yeah. Choose who you surround yourself with. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like if your friends are constantly calling you out names, if you're constantly finding yourself with people who don't respect you, maybe you got to change your friends.
Change your friends.
Change your circles.
Yeah.
Leave. Oh man, this is quiet.
Damn. The fuck?
Really? Somebody really trying to get hold of me today. I'm trying to put this on silent, but here we go. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. No, that's good. So I guess the takeaway from that is you say good, as you say. Jocko says it's bad things
say
happen.
Good.
You say good.
Say good.
And
there's gonna be some positive that comes out.
And then positive comes out. And you try to look at the positive out of everything that happens to your life. And I think I love there was something that you said earlier. You said it's like a workout. It's not, you go to the gym, you come, you don't get a muscle bicep.
Mental workout.
You don't get an ad bicep in 24 hours. Right? So how do you expect to get that muscle equivalent of that brain's equivalent?
Ade's a friend of ours who looks like two silverback gorillas stuck together.
I might have to have right here. I might have to have
a little picture of Ade. He has zero neck. That guy is massive.
Man, he's huge. Ade is big. Essentially what we were saying is, just like you have to work that muscle over and over again, you also have to work the brain. Yeah. And you have to constantly remind yourself.
You have to.
You slip up. Like you say, the vegan, you want to be great. Yeah. But you can't. You're a human being. You do things, and I'm constantly checking myself as we go. So you have to do that with all areas.
Yeah, I mean the brain is like that. In fact, one of those things that Tony says is that like there's these white strands that kind of run throughout the brain, and they are basically responsible. That's what that is. That working it like a muscle. Yeah. They remember, but you have to use it or lose it, right? So you have to keep working the brain in these kind of ways, man. Yeah. It's not just going to be an overnight fix. It's an ongoing thing. It's like with addictions and stuff. Wow. In fact, I don't want to get into addictions. Actually, that was a whole nother fucking topic. But we're going to talk about addictions on one of the coming episodes. What I mean is, it takes time. It takes. You have to keep working. You have to keep working it.
Yeah.
Because addiction would open up a whole thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not super qualified.
Yeah.
If at all, to talk about addictions, really.
Okay. I mean, look, I live with you. I see you on a day-to-day. I obviously see that you're trying to, get better yourself. You're showing yourself positivity. But how do you see yourself scaling this? How do you see yourself from scaling GreenMilesTV, incorporating this with your positive vibes, positive energy? How have you thought about maybe possibly how can someone who is following you, like say a fan, a GreenMiles fan, how can they not only get benefits of like, because I've seen you post like really cool pictures of food, right? And I'm like, man, this looks amazing, right? But then from time to time, you also have other things that you want to dabble in. There's politics, there's mental health, there is wealth, there's like finances, so many areas. What are the areas that you're focusing on at the moment, aside from just being a vegan, black man in the film industry? Like, what other areas are important to you right now?
The only other major one is the environment now, I think, to be honest.
Yeah?
I just signed up to a charity called Greenpeace.
Okay, cool. I donated to Greenpeace, actually.
Good man.
Yeah, I did donate to the Greenpeace. So random. About 5 months ago, I received a very cool email. I thought, man,
That's a good look. That's a good look. So, yeah, I donate to them like on a monthly basis, but I want to be like more involved.
Right.
I want to see if there's anything I can do campaign-wise, because I think that's... It just kills me whenever I see like the kind of levels of plastic in the ocean, and you cut open whales and there's like tons of plastic inside. It's just that kind of shit kills me, man. So I don't know. I'll concentrate on that right now, and to be honest, that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it, and then just continue to doing what I do on a daily basis, you know, which is, as you say, like the whole vegan Green Miles thing, which I love and enjoy doing. Yeah. Working in film.
You're also planning on creating a cooking channel, right?
I am.
Talk about it. Now this is the time where you plug it.
Yeah. No, I am.
Do you have a name for it? Like, is it a...
I don't. I might just call it Green Miles Kitchen and just keep it within the Green Miles umbrella. Okay. Which I kind of like the idea of. I like it. And then I can just have everything in one channel. I don't have to create another channel, Instagram, all this kind of shit. I can just keep it all in one place. So I like the idea of that. And
you're making vegan lasagna.
I'm gonna make vegan lasagna.
Some of the benefits of living with the chef. Chef Jake.
So we're gonna be eating that tomorrow. So coming soon. I'll do that. I just want to find more ways to create vegan content. You know, whether that be finding vegan food places, cooking vegan food. It's my own little side baby that I like doing, you know. So I just want to do that, put some love and, you know, some passion into it. Mix it up. Okay. Put it on the screen. You know? So I like it. I like doing that. I'm here for it. And that's it. And just continue living my best life. Dope. And learning from mistakes.
Every day we're learning.
In more ways than one. Business, emotion, relationships. Learning, because we get old. You know, we get older. Okay. You know, I'm 30, turning 31. You feel old? I don't feel old. I feel older. I feel older.
Seasoned.
Yeah.
You know, I've been saying that now.
Well, seasoned. See, I feel like I will feel seasoned when I'm like 40, 50.
Right.
Now I just feel older.
Right. More serious. It's like serious business time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We gotta laugh more though.
We do need to laugh more. But that's what we have in these podcasts. That's what we have in these podcasts.
Anyone who's listening, any of the followers, is there anything you can recommend? Any good places in London? Your GreenMilesTV, man.
If you're vegan,
where can you go?
Listen, Vegan Nights is a must in London.
Okay.
We're gonna go next Vegan Nights event. Okay. It's like a massive food market kind of place. There's loads of stalls.
Yeah.
The most amazing vegan fast food places, and there's live music. It's a fucking vibe, right? Vegan Nights is sick. To be honest, download Happy Cow, man. Happy Cow. There's like loads of vegan places in London. Like, you don't have to worry about being vegan in London. Yeah. There's so many places.
How would you recommend to get started? Like, say somebody's thinking about it, they want to
go vegan.
They want to go vegan. Do you say do you go cold turkey or no meat and just?
If you're really passionate about it, then go all in.
Yeah.
You know, go all in. It's not as hard as it seems.
Right.
Like when you first go into it.
Yeah.
The first thing you'll realize is that you are about to shit more than you've ever shit before, because I'm just being real, because your body is gonna just get rid of so much fucking waste, and you're gonna eat so much fiber and vegetables. You're just gonna be shitting, but that's good. Shitting is good, right? So just shitting is good. Just go through that shitty stage. That's what you need to do. You need to go through that shitty stage.
Literally, like
you went vegan 2 weeks and you were shit all the time.
Hey man, right? I really was. Man. I really was.
There's nothing wrong with it. Cleanse your system, right?
I really was.
Just go all in. If you're passionate about it, just go all in. And don't listen to what they say about protein, and
follow Green Miles first.
Follow Green Miles. Come to me for food recommendations, or if you travel, you know, I'll help you out with places around the world, and go in peace. And remember why you do it. Whenever you want to go back to eating meat, just remember what brought you there in the first place, and that's what